Hello everybody, my name is Dreamcatcher, and I am here to tell my headcanon on how Princess Luna became Nightmare Moon. Yes, there are many different headcanons and stories, so today I thought I would tell mine. So sit down, relax, grab a bag of popcorn, and enjoy the show. Yay, my own baby sister, Celestia said with glee. She's so tiny, said her father. The mother lay there panting, out of breath from just giving birth. Can I name her, Ma? Can I? Celestia begged. The mother smiled. What do you think, darling? Celestia's father nuzzled his daughter's white coat. I don't see why not. I want my sister's name to be, Celestia looked up at the night sky, then further up to the moon. Oh, I got it. Luna! Can that be your Ma? Her name, Ma? Can it? The two proud parents looked at each other and then smiled. That sounds like a beautiful name for your little sister, said her mother. Yay! Celestia said with glee. The three looked down at the little blue filly. Just like her sister, Luna was an alicorn, therefore making her a princess. As the years went on and on, the two princesses grew and grew with the help of their beloved parents. While during the day Celestia and her mom would practice raising the sun, while at night Luna and her father would practice raising the moon and spreading the stars. Daddy? Luna asked. Yes, my darling. Why can't I go out and play with the other ponies like my sister? Oh, my darling. When you're awake, the ponies of our kingdom are at rest. But why can't I be like every pony else and be awake in the daytime? The king sighed. As princess of the night, you need your rest so you can have the energy to raise the moon. Your sister sleeps during your night so she can have the energy as well for when she raises the sun. Do you understand, my dear Luna? She sighed and nodded. Yes, Daddy. It was now Celestia's 18th birthday, and everyone was gathered at the palace to celebrate, all but dear Princess Luna, for she was still sleeping in the west side of the castle. While the party was taking place, the king went to go check on his sleeping daughter. Luna, he nudged her softly. Luna, my princess, 'tis time to awaken. She pulled the covers over her head. Sleep time. The king smiled and gently whispered, 'Tis your sister's 18th birthday. Come down and join the party. Luna peeked out of the blankets. Meh. Give me half an hour, she grumbled. She was not used to waking up so early. Even though it was her sister's birthday, she still would have preferred to stay in bed. The king left and Luna began to get ready. The two colts from the party, who happened to love Celestia passionately and think Luna is in Celestia's way of becoming all-time ruler of Equestria, snuck up to the west side of the castle. They began to peek through all the doors to try to find Luna's room. After a few minutes of snooping around, they finally came across two doors that had a crescent moon in the center. They both grinned at each other. Seeing as they were unicorns, they used their magic to burst open the doors and saw Luna there, with a look of shock on her face. What are you doing here? She yelled. We should ask you the same thing, one of the colts responded. That doesn't make any sense. I live here. Well, you shouldn't. You don't belong here. You're worthless. What? Luna was cut off. Yeah, who cares about you or your stupid knight? Celestia should be the only ruler here. She doesn't need you. Luna started to tear up. Why are you doing this to me? Because we know a good princess when we see one, and you're sure not one, so stop fooling yourself. No one likes you, nor will they ever. Stop! Luna cried. We're not about to let you get in the way of our princess becoming ruler of our land. And with that, the two colts started to bug at her room and tear everything apart. Stop! Please! She begged, too saddened and hurt to try to stop them with her own magic. Then they came at her with sharp objects, poking and stabbing her all over her body. Stop! She screamed. Her cry was so loud that Princess Celestia heard it and quickly rushed to her sister. What is going on? She demanded. Both of the colts instantly dropped the sharp objects in horror as their beloved princess stood before them. Your Highness, what do you think you're doing? Get out! But go!" she demanded, and stomped her hoof on the ground, making a bit of a shake. The two colts ran in a hurry, rushing out of the room. Luna stood in the corner, shaking and covered in marks and bruises. Celestia rushed over to her sister's side. "My dear sister, are you all right? What happened?" Luna quivered in her sister's arms, with a look of horror on her face. Celestia held her sister close. There, my sister. I'm here." Luna then burst out into tears. "They hurt me. They said I wasn't good enough. I don't understand why they would do this. They said that you should be the only ruler, and I shouldn't be here," she sobbed. "Shh, there. All of those things are lies. You are my little sister, and I could never rule this kingdom alone. We were meant to rule together, not as separate." The king and queen came upstairs a few minutes later after getting informed of what had happened. "Luna," the king said, startled. He rushed over to his daughters. "What did they do to you?" Luna was still startled at what had happened, and was still weeping in her sister's arms. Celestia looked up at her father and told him what had happened. She too was crying, a bit in worry for her sister. Then the queen came over and nuzzled Luna's cheek. "It's okay, my love. It's okay. We're here." The family huddled around Luna for the rest of the night. "Celestia," Luna stuttered. "Yes, my dear sister." Can I sleep with you tonight?" "Oh, but of course. Come now, let us rest." This was the first time Luna had ever slept during her night, but she could not sleep alone after the previous events. The king and queen went to go find the two colts. Once they did, they threw them in prison for the rest of their days. The years went on and on. Then the king and queen got called into a war, leaving their two beloved daughters rulers of the land. Every now and then, Celestia would go down to the prisons and see if the two colts had changed their hearts, seeing it as it was both Luna and Celestia who ruled the land now. They still respected their princess dearly, but could never be happy to know that another pony, let alone Luna, would be at rule as well. But what Celestia didn't know was that the two colts were planning to make Celestia herself get rid of her sister. They learned about a spell that can turn any pony cruel and dishonest, and the opposite of who they were, personality-wise, that is. It was now Luna's 20th birthday. It has been at least 4 years since the colts had been thrown in prison, and Luna was starting to forgive them, even though they hadn't exactly apologized. While the night rolled on, Luna went down to the prisons to see the two colts. "Ah, look who it is," one of the colts sighed. "Yes, I understand. You don't fancy me like my sister, but that doesn't mean I'm not a good ruler. And throughout the years, I have actually thought about setting you two free, on one condition." One of the colts perked up and wanted to hear what Luna had to offer, while the other sat in the corner slightly grinning. "What's the condition?" the perked up colt asked. "Yes, do tell us," the other one hissed. "You two must stay away from the castle at all times, unless summoned here by me or my sister. Do you understand?" "Agreed," the colt said with glee. "Come on, let's go," he said to his friend. The colt sat up and slowly walked to the door. "I take that condition." Luna lit up her horn and let the two colts free. "So," the colt, who was slightly grinning, starts, "how does it feel to be in Celestia's shadow?" Luna gave him a confused look. "What do you mean?" "Come on," the perked up colt said to his friend. "She's letting us go." "No," the slightly twisted one whispered. "I want to know." Luna looked even more confused. "Well, we rule together as sisters. No one is greater than the other, if that's what you mean." The colt grinned. "But you don't notice how other ponies treat your night compared to her day?" Luna, again with a confused look, asked, "Well, what do you mean?" "Come on, we don't need to do this," the other one begged. "Then leave. This will be a conversation between me and dear Princess Luna." The other colt rushed upstairs to try to warn Princess Celestia. "What are you trying to do here?" Luna asked. "Haven't you realized that every pony is awake and is so joyful during your sister's day, but fears and hides in your night?" "That is not true. Ponies are asleep and at rest in my night." "Oh, really?" Well, what I've seen. Children fear monsters will come out and attack them. That is not... Luna was cut off. And ponies have nightmares and scary dreams. They fear your night, Princess Luna. She then realized that he was right, but did not want to believe him. I can make it all go away, he lied. Luna looked shocked. What? How? The colt walked slowly around her, and can make you loved by all, and make your night not so fearful. She wanted that more than anything, but still wondered. Why do you want to help me? I thought you hated me. The colt grinned. I want to help you become a better ruler, so me and other ponies will come to adore you, he hissed into her ear. She could just imagine fans cheering for her and loving her as much as her sister, and she wanted that so badly. Okay, I'll take your offer, Luna agreed. The colt grinned and pointed his horn at Luna. Long live the princess, he said with a laugh, a cruel one at that. Luna heard what he had said and was about to back out, but it was too late. The colt cast the spell and black smoke started to swarm around her body. Then jealousy started to corrupt her. Her mind was filled with the thoughts of what the colt had told her. She wanted to be loved. She wanted to have the love from ponies that her sister has. Her mane became longer, and her coat became as black as night. Her teeth grew sharp, and she was no longer Princess Luna. Celestia rushed to the caves, but it was too late, for what used to be her beloved sister was now a frightening mare who wanted power and love. Luna! Celestia cried. An evil laugh came from the mare. I am no longer your dear Princess Luna, she hissed. I am NightMare Moon, she declared, rising up into the night sky. For now she wanted to be ruler of all Equestria. Well, there you have it, my little ponies. That was my hand-cannon of how Princess Luna turned into NightMare Moon. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. Happy Halloween, every pony. Mwahahaha.